For the last part of our discussion, we will be now having or solving the rational or should I say exponential function. Ayan. So, aalamin natin paano nga ba mag-solve ng exponential function, no? But before that, I would like you to notice or to observe this and memorize. Try to memorize this because this table will really help you a lot for this topic. So, aalamin natin yung table na yan. Sir, ano po bang ibig sabihin ng mga table na yan? So, these are the numbers 1 to 10. Ayan. So, we have number 1, 2, 3 hanggang 10. And eto yung mga exponent. So, these are the tables para mas madali ninyong ma-memorize. For example, if I have 1 raised to 1, the answer is 1. 1 raised to 2, the answer is 1 pa rin. Pero punta tayo dito para mas maintindihan ninyo. Pag tinanong ko what is 2 raised to 4, ang sagot ay 16. Pag tinanong ko naman what is 2 raised to 8, what is the answer? So you just need to look at this table, 2 raised to 8. So ayun, the answer is 256. If I have 5 raised to 4, ano yung magiging sagot? 625. Bakit ko sinasabi na kailangan nyo to? Kasi one of the processes of solving exponential equation is that we need to balance yung mga bases nila. Kasi sa mga exponential equation, hindi balance yung mga exponent nila. Dahil sa table na to, mas mapapadali yung pagbabalance natin. For example, may nakita kayo sa equation na 8 and 16. So, hahanapin mo lang kung kanino number nagpantay or magka-row, magka-align yung number 8 at 16. Saan dyan magkasama ang 8 at 16? Kay 1 ba? May nakikita ba kayong 8 dito kay 1? Wala. How about 2? May nakikita ka bang 8 tapos may nakikita kang 16? Okay, ayun. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung 8 at 16 na kay 2. So kapag sinabi kong ibabalance natin yung 8 at 16, paano magiging magkapareho yung kanilang base? Pag sinabi natin pong base, ito yung number na nasa ilalim ng exponent. For example, 2 raised to 3. Ano ang base? Ang base natin ay yung 2. Pero what if hindi sila magkapareho? Ang nakalagay ay 8 at 16. So hahanapin natin dito at yung 8 at 16 na kay number 2. So once na binalance natin, instead of writing 8, ang ilalagay ko ngayon 2 raised to 3. So tandaan ninyo ha, ang 8 ay 2 raised to 3. How about yung 16? Imbes na 16 ang ilalagay natin, ang ilalagay ko ay 2 raised to 4. Ngayon, ano ang equivalent ni 8? Ang 8 ay 2 raised to 3. Ang 16 naman ay 2 raised to 4. So, nag-balance na sila. Pareho ng 2 yung kanilang mga bases. Another one, what if ang numbers naman natin ay 4 at 16? Saan nagpapantay yung 4 at 16? Anong number? Kay 1 ba? Kay 2, kay 3, kay 4. Kung mapapansin nyo, sa 2 meron. Ayun, we have 4 and we have 16. Ano pa? Kay 2 lang ba? Okay, correct. You are a good observer, no? Na sa 4 din, nandoon si 4 at 16. Ngayon, parehong may 4 at 16 yung 2. Ano ang pipiliin natin? Is it number 2 or number 4? On this case, pipiliin nyo yung number kung saan mas magkalapit yung 4 at 16. Saan mas magkalapit yung 4 at 16? Kay 2 ba or kay 4? Correct. Etong kay 4. So kapag binalance natin si 4 at 16, ang mangyayari, yung 4 magiging 4 raised to 1, yung 16 magiging 4 raised to 2. Yan. So after knowing that concept, now let's proceed to the solving part of an exponential equation. So the first one, we have 16 is equal to 4x. So ang target natin dito ay alamin yung value ng x. Ano nga ba yung ipapalit natin sa x para magpantay yung value nila? So the first step is that we need to balance the equation by making the bases the same. So this is what I am telling you a while back. No? Kailangan natin i-balance yung mga bases. So kung tatandaan ninyo, saan magkatabi si 16 at saka si 4? O, balikan lang natin konti yung table ha. Ayan. Oops. Check muna natin. Yan. So magkatabi doon sa 4. Ang 4 magiging 4 raised to 1. Ang 16 magiging 4 raised to 2. So ayan. So kapag binalance natin, etong given natin, ang mangyayari, ayan, correct. So dahil 4 raised to 1 na yung eto, kahit hindi na natin isulat yung 1. Pero dun sa 16, magiging 4 raised to 2 siya. Kasi once we solve 4 raised to 2, ang sagot nga naman ay 16. Next step, cancel the bases. Ika-cancel lang yung bases. Remember, bases lang po, not the exponent. So kapag kinancel ko yan, mawawala yung 4. Ano yung mga matitira? Ang matitira ay yung 2 at yung x. So ibababa muna sila nun. Once na na-cancel na natin yung mga bases, ibababa lang natin sila. Therefore, solve for x. After canceling the bases, solve for x. So the answer here is that x is equal to 2. Ganun lang kadali. Okay, next, let's proceed to another example. What if we have this one? 27 is equal to 3 raised to x plus 1. Ano ang gagawin natin? Paano natin ibabalance, no? Kasi yun ang unang step. Balance the equation. So ano kaya or sino yung ating mag-i-adjust? Yung bang 27 or yung 3? Correct. Tama ang iyong observation. Si 27. So once na pinalit natin si 20, ang mangyayari ay okay, correct. So we have to cancel the bases. Kapag kinancel na natin sila, ang matitira na lang, we have 3 is equal to x plus 1. And once we transpose, remember, no, hindi pa yan yung final answer because the next step is to solve for x. Para ma-solve natin yung x, kailangan natin i-transpose yung katabi ng x. At ano yung katabi ng x? Positive 1. Pag nilipat natin yung positive 1 sa kabilang side, magiging negative 1. And 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Therefore, x is equal to what? X is equal to 2. Ganun lang po. Next, another example. So, medyo papunta tayo dun sa complex type ng mga problem natin, no? So, we have 2 is equal to 8 raised to x plus 1. So, kung papansinin nyo ngayon, yung ating mga exponent ay nasa 8 or nandun na sa larger number. So, anong mangyayari ngayon? I-adjust natin yung mga yan. Ayan, what is our first step? To balance the equation by making the bases the same. So, let's check, no? So, dito ang in-adjust natin yung 8 kasi yung 2 hindi na pwedeng i-adjust yan kasi yan na yung smallest number na pwede. So, next, yung 8 magiging 2 raised to 3. Correct. And do not forget to write parentheses dun sa mga exponent natin. Dahil yung 3, i-multiply pa natin isa-isa dun sa loob ng parenthesis. Kapag hindi mo nilagay yung parenthesis, magkakamali ka ng sagot. So, be careful na dapat lagyan ng parenthesis once na yung in-adjust natin ay yung base kung nasaan naroon yung ating x. So, cancel na natin. Ganun lang. Pag na-balance, i-cancel na po. Then ano yung matitira? Ito pa yung common mistake ng mga estudyante, no? Dahil nakita nila parang walang exponent yung 2, ginagawa nilang 0, which is mali. Ano ba yung exponent ng 2 natin dyan? Invisibly, ang exponent niya ay 1. So once na nilagay ko, after ko ma-cancel, magsusulat pa rin ako dito, ilalagay pa rin natin yung 1. Kasi invisibly, once na binasa natin to, it is 2 raised to 1. Hindi lang siya 2 raised to 0. Iba kasi yung 2 raised to 0 dun sa 2 raised to 1. Ang correct ay yung 2 raised to 1. So I have right here 1 is equal to 3 times the quantity of x plus 1. Next step is to solve for x. So in solving x, i-multiply muna natin or we need to distribute 3. So 3 times x, we have 3x. 3 times 1, we have 3. Kaya naging 3x plus 1. Next step, transpose yung positive 3 to the other side. So once we transpose, yung positive nagiging negative. That's why we have 1 minus 3 is equal to 3x. And 1 minus 3 is equal to what? 1 minus 3 is equal to, again, 1 minus 3 is equal to negative 2. And paano mawawala yung 3? So we will be divide both side by positive 3. So makakancel na yung 3 dun sa tabi ni x. And the final answer is that x is equal to negative 2/3 or negative 2 over 3. And for the last example, mas mahirap ng konti. So we have 3 raised to x plus 1 is equal to 9 raised to x minus 1. Ano ang una? Balance. So papalitan natin yung 9. Gagawin natin. Ano yung dapat na nandito? So we have 3 raised to 2 times the quantity of x minus 1. Next. So we need to cancel the bases. So alisin ang mga 3. Matitira, we have x plus 1 is equal to 2 times the quantity of x minus 1. So we will be distributing now to solve for the value of x. So 2 times x is 2x, 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Next, we have now x minus 2x is equal to negative 2 minus 1. Bakit naging ganyan? Kasi tinranspose natin yung 2x. So, paglipat ko, naging negative 2x. Tinranspose natin yung positive 1. Paglipat, naging negative 1. Next, pagsamahin sila. That's why we have negative x is equal to negative 3. Paano mawawala yung negative sa tabi ng x? So, cancel it by dividing both sides by negative 1. So, magiging positive, makakancel yung negative ng x. But, we have negative 3 divided by negative 1. Parehong negative. Once na dinivide natin, magiging positive. And for the final answer, we have x is equal to 3. I hope we learned now how to solve exponential function. So thank you for always listening. Good day and bye-bye. See you on our next video discussion.